All of a sudden, I saw a dog wandering alone. He looked up at me with a big smiley face. It had been well over 100 degrees that day, and he needed water. I looked around and I saw no one, so I took him home to my studio apartment.
Good boy.
As soon as we walked through the door, he made himself right at home. He was very dirty though, and so I rushed to cover my furniture with sheets and wiped him down as best I could. He hopped on my small love seat and stared at me with his mouth wide open, tongue hanging out. I laughed and decided he needed a name, so I called him Mo. That same night, he slept on my bed cuddled up right next to me. And when we woke up in the morning, his head was lodged under my armpit and he just stared up at me.
Yeah, this is really happening right now.
I was already falling in love, but had to find out if his owners were looking for him. We went to the local shelter later that day.
Mo and I have become pretty close in this time. But what will be.
I happened to be talking to the staff there when Mo saw a dog in a kennel and let out a high-pitched scream. I certainly had never heard anything like it.
Mo's here. We're gonna figure it out.
Mo was kept on stray hold by the shelter for 3 days while they waited to see if his previous owners came to claim him. I began putting up found flyers I received from the shelter and posted all over social media looking for his owners. But by day 3, Mo's owner still had not shown up and his spirit started to fade as he waited in the kennel.
Come here. He's going better today. He's wagging his tail.
The woman behind the counter told me, he'll be available tomorrow.
Mo is coming home with me. Here he comes. Yay! Hey, buddy. Hey, you. Hi. Let's go home. Come on, this way. You're home.
When he regained his strength, it was clear he was going to need a lot of exercise. I wasn't sure I could train a dog like Mo.
Do this one.
Sometimes I thought, he's just too much dog for me. This place is too small. But I wasn't willing to give in. I knew it was going to take a lot of time and a lot of work, and it did. But Mo was teaching me important lessons not just about caring for a dog, but about myself.
That's a couple.
The first few times he screamed, I couldn't help but laugh. We weren't sure if it was a sign of aggression or anxiety, but it wasn't. Mo screams when he gets excited about something. He'll jump in the back seat, and then as soon as the car starts moving, he'll start screaming his head off. He screams at cats, he screams at pigeons. A few months in with Mo, I was laid off from a new job, quickly drained the little savings I had, and began collecting unemployment. There were days I didn't want to get out of bed because I just felt so hopeless. But Mo would not let me give up. He made me get up and move on with the day. He gave me the tough love that I needed. About 3 more months later, I landed a job I had always dreamed of. It took the love of a pit bull to teach me that I could get there. Nowadays, we hike, we go on adventures. We advocate for pit bull type dogs and shelter pups everywhere. We really did find each other. And as cliche as it sounds, he saved me just as much as I saved him.